We see a giant statue of Superman and Batman, clearly showing that they rule this world. You see, in this timeline, the villains Lightning Lord, Saturn Queen, and Cosmic King changed the timeline so Batman and Superman didn't become heroes, but cruel dictators instead. In this universe, when Clark first crashed on Earth, they killed Jonathan and Martha Kent and took Superman for themselves. And when Bruce's parents were murdered, they killed the killer and took in Bruce as well, raising them both into brutal dictators. They also immediately dealt with other heroes, killing the Flash with a bolt of lightning, making Hal Jordan's jet fall from the sky, killing him and preventing him from ever receiving the Green Lantern ring, Martian Manhunter dying in a failed lab experiment, and killing Aquaman's parents, preventing him from ever being born. So in this altered timeline, with the deaths of those four heroes, the Justice League was never formed, and the Age of Heroes never began. But as the villains explained, there were some things that seemed fitting and better left untouched, like Superman meeting Lois Lane and Batman meeting Catwoman. And so Superman and Batman became the two most powerful men in the world, ruling over everyone. People were so afraid of them that no one dared to fight back. But that's when we see...
That's enough!
Green Arrow, standing with the Resistance, fighting back and trying to save people. Green Arrow stops the police and asks the civilians if they were attacked just for jaywalking. But then a woman tells him to look up, and that's when we see Superman and Batman already at the scene. Green Arrow fires an arrow, and Superman snatches it from the air. But then it explodes in his hand, wounding him.
If you've hurt him, I'll kill you!
Batman strikes, and Green Arrow smashes him with his bow, but Batman rises quickly, and with punch after punch he begins to break him down. Batman kicks him in the head, and that's when Superman vaporizes him, saying,
Obey or die.
After this, they return home, where the villains, now treated as Superman and Batman's parents, welcome them. They explain that today is Superman's birthday and tell him to make a wish, but Superman answers that with a brother like Bruce and parents as good as them. There is nothing more in the world he could ever wish for. As they talk, we are transported elsewhere, and that's when we see Wonder Woman fighting for the Resistance. She goes underground, where she meets an old man begging her not to rob him, but she quickly wraps her lasso around him, telling him that he has to remember who he is, and that's when we see the man is Uncle Sam, who tells her to prepare because a great battle is coming. Diana and Sam travel into the desert, where they discover Hal's crashed jet and the power ring already on his finger. Diana explains that the ring only works for someone truly deserving, which is why Batman, Superman, or the three villains probably never took it for themselves. They charge the ring as Sam recites the oath. Then we see him flying, telling Diana that he knows where they can find more allies. And that's when we see Wonder Woman and Uncle Sam recruiting heroes known as the Freedom Fighters, who were originally the last heroes of Earth X. Sandra Knight, also known as Phantom Lady, Happy Terrell, also known as the Ray, Daryl Dane, also known as Dollman, and finally Roy Lincoln, better known as the Human Bomb.
Something's wrong.
You feel it too, Eve, as if a storm were coming.
Cosmic King tells them to relax, saying that if something goes wrong, they can always go back in time. But Saturn Queen warns him not to be so sure, because altering the time stream could upset a delicate balance and unravel everything. In the Himalayas, we see Batman and Superman taking down another group of resistors, but suddenly Superman becomes possessed and tries to kill Batman. Batman uses his gadgets to hold Clark off and urges him to fight it, knowing that someone is inside him. But Superman grabs Bruce and begins to choke him until Batman utters a spell, and that's when we see the hero Deadman leaving Superman's body. Batman drops a crystal, utters a spell, and traps Deadman. Superman then tells Bruce that he sees him as a brother and would never hurt him. Batman replies that he knows, but their parents suddenly appear and instruct them to return to the Watchtower.
For justice!
And that's when we see the Resistance launch their attack on the soldiers. The Resistance easily overpowers everyone until...
They are here!
I've got them! Terrorist, you have nothing!
Batman instantly kills the Ray.
Batman!
But that's when Wonder Woman attacks him. Superman keeps fighting Sam, but when he looks down,
Die, oppressor!
he sees Diana killing Bruce. Superman punches Sam so hard that he falls, then grabs Batman and shouts to his mother and father. He quickly brings Bruce to them, and Lightning Lord simply places his hand on him, urging him to take his vengeance as Superman cries. He then grabs Wonder Woman's lasso and kills her.
Quickly!
Phantom Lady and Doll Man discover a time machine hidden in the statue and quickly attempt to turn back time to fix everything until...
We gave you a choice. Obey or die.
The human bomb warns Superman to stop, reminding him that with the time bubble activated, killing him could trigger a catastrophic explosion. But Superman ignores the warning and kills him instantly, and in the end we see their timeline coming to an end.